I was wrong. I was so wrong about the fall of democracy. I assumed it would be chaotic, violent protests filling the streets. I thought the resistance would come from the people, from us. I thought Congress would try to stop it. Corporations or CEOs, these so-called guardians of stability, would step in. But I was wrong. I thought it would be undeniable. I thought it would be obvious. I thought democracy would fall with a bang, not a whisper. Instead, it was quiet. So quiet you could almost miss it. Apathy replaced outrage. Distraction replaced action. And while we were all busy arguing about things we thought were important but actually weren't, democracy didn't collapse. It eroded. I was so wrong to think that the courts and Congress, the institutions and the systems would be there to protect us. They just fell apart. The cracks were there all along. They just needed to allow it to happen. And they did not need tanks or tear gas. They just needed us to look away, to keep scrolling, to take no action. They waited for us to tune out and to wait for someone else to take action. I thought we would see heroes, but instead we saw deals, compromises, excuses. People protecting their power while the rest of us lost all of our own. Piece by piece and part by part, democracy was not stolen. It was sold off. We assumed that it could not happen here, that our beloved democracy was permanent. But it was not. It was fragile, and it is breaking. I was wrong, and maybe you are too. The question is not, can democracy be saved? The question is, can we and will we choose to save it? Whether we will stop waiting for someone else to stand up and finally be the change and decide to be the people that do. Silence is complicity, and silence leads to the fall of democracy. And while we look all around us, the signs are glaring and obvious. You know it, you feel it, you see it. Silence is complicity.